Han Solo. Hello, everybody. I welcome everyone to the new and improved Down to Hangout FM. And this is the podcast where you can hang out. I'm your host, Dante Harvey, aka Famo. So I'm looking at my camera this way. Along with my crew, um, we have a new member, Michael J. Money Giles.
What up, everybody?
Yeah, he's our newest crew member. Michael, you actually look like you just like you in like the pen, like you just like chilling in a jail cell. You got that long beard.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of rough. I haven't got a cut in like a month.
Yeah, bro. You was there looking like you in cell block C. But what's up with you, Michael? How's everything with you?
Nah, I've been chilling and everything.
For sure. Malik, man,
Woo.
how you been, bro?
Been doing good. I just got done watching X2, and god damn, I got some things to talk about this. Yeah.
Oh dang, I thought you'd be happy.
Yeah, it's not the best X-Men movie.
Oh really?
Nah, I still think the first one is a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I can see that. Thought he was gonna say something outrageous.
Oh,
he may. But speaking of X-Men, on a quick side, have you played Ultimate Alliance 3, Malik?
Nah, I haven't. I don't got the Nintendo.
Oh, okay. I bet you had the Switch.
Nah, I was gonna buy one.
Oh, okay. No, my bad then. All right. Red, man, what's up? How you been?
Hello, everybody. I've been pretty good, actually. On the spirit of May the 4th, I just beat Jedi Survivor today and started my New Game Plus run also today.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That game just dropped, didn't it?
Yeah. It took me like what, 5 days to beat it. It's around 30 or so hours, but I was doing like exploring the whole area, so it's probably like a 20-hour story.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do the New Game Plus, but they convinced me because as soon as I finished the game, it said if you do New Game Plus, you get the red lightsaber. So I just had to do it.
What does it play like? Does it play like the last Star Wars game that came out?
Yeah, it does. It's a sequel to the other Star Wars game that came out with Cal Kestis. It's pretty cool. It has more stances though, like more fighting styles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to play the last one, so.
Yeah, there's like a recap at the beginning, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Just don't get it on PC.
I was currently playing the Fallen Order on Twitch, but I couldn't play it because I had an injury on my finger, so I couldn't play anything. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to that game. I want to, but yeah. But
like
yeah.
Skill issue, Dante.
What'd you say?
Sounds like a skill issue.
No, it's just it was an injury issue. But yeah, we have our newest crew member, Michael. As I like to do before we get into the reviews, is like shoot the breeze and just talk to everyone real quick. Michael, you know what? When you asked me about what about the podcast and everything, oh yeah, of course you could join and everything. We've been friends for cool many years. Michael and I used to go to high school together, way back in high school.
Yep.
Now freshman year, he used to mispronounce my name. He said Donovan, Javante. He used to call me everything but Dante. And then we got closer when we started having a lot of classes together. And you remember my name,
bro? We had a whole year just the same classes. It used to be me, you, Amanda, and Aja, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, we all have all four of us had the same classes.
No, and Camden, right?
Yeah, Camden. Yeah, Cam. Good times. But we're speaking of classes, Michael, remember that time you Malik and Red and everybody else? I think y'all gonna find this story funny. Remember you dished Miss Edwards' class? Oh,
you talk about that time that fucking who the fuck ratted me out?
Devin. So let me tell you what happened in this class. It was funny because Michael was about to beat my ass, but so what happened was Michael we had Miss Edwards, Michael's favorite teacher.
No, I hated her.
And the first thing in the morning, we had Miss Edwards, and it was our English teacher, Miss Edwards. So her class, we went to a small school, so her class was like right in front like of the school, and you could see like the whole school, and you could see the parking lot, and like it was like 4 windows, and I always sat next to the window. I love the window seat for some reason. I don't know why. So every morning I sat there, and of all days, Devin sat right next to me. Devin never sat next to me. Just this day, he sat next to me as if he knew Michael was gonna ditch. So what Michael did was he ditched class. What he did was
I was PE.
Yeah, you went to PE, but you were late that day, right?
Yeah, I was already fucking late, and y'all know I hate Miss Edwards' class. Like, oh my god, that shit.
So what happened was Michael. I don't know why you just go in the hallway. You went to where the windows where you could see.
No, I was already in the back of PE, and my dumb ass forgot where the first window fucking was. So me, Jean, Renita, we was just walking, and
oh yeah, Miss Edwards she didn't see Renita and John. She still saw you, and just like that was funny.
I was kind of ahead of them. We were just walking and talking. I'm fucking not paying attention to the first window, and then yo ass is the first nigga I see. Michael, run!
Yeah, so I was like, I said to myself, that's Michael right there. I said, okay, because class was almost over. So what Devin did was he looked back. He said, "Oh, Miss Edwards, Michael did shit. Like he literally snitched, went out his way. He stopped the whole lesson and snitched on Michael." And I was like, "Michael, run!" So Michael looks. He goes back. He looks at the window and he runs. And Miss Edwards looks to the window and missing 2 other students who are ditching her class. And it's like, oh, Michael gets the F for the day. Mind you, there's 2 other students.
Mind you, I already had an F. I stopped showing the class. I stopped showing up to that class. Well, like a good 2 months already.
And it was funny too, because and so Michael and I had yearbook the next class after Miss Edwards. So I'm chilling in yearbook class. I don't know what I'm doing. We just did anything in yearbook. And Michael goes, he starts the class, "Dante, I'm gonna beat your ass." And I'm like, what the hell I do? And he's like, "You snitched on me." I said, "I didn't snitch on you. That was Devin." Everybody told you it was Devin. Because it was Devin, but he was just like, he literally stopped the class, the lesson, to snitch on you. That was a funny day. That was a funny day. Am I doing okay? Am I lagging a bit?
No, you did it.
Oh,
on my end.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, cause I switched the desk. I switched up computers. So yeah, but yeah, that was our little recap of high school. That was our recap.
Don't worry, y'all gonna hear some more funny stories.
Yeah, it's some more funny stories. Before we dive into the review, Mike, are you going to the 10-year reunion?
Nigga, I don't like none of y'all niggas. I only talk to you and Kimmy. I don't like
who. Wait, who you say?
You and Kimmy.
Oh yeah, she don't like me. She don't like me.
I don't know. Are you? I was gonna ask that.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to see everybody over there.
Shit, I don't want to see. I don't want to see the Naimas, the Lawan, Daniel. I don't want to see Austin.
Go down.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like those people. I like them.
Nah.
But yeah, our 10-year reunion. Malik, it'd be interesting. I know your 10-year reunion hasn't come up yet, but
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Not at all.
Guess who I saw like a couple months ago?
Who?
Malik.
Oh, Carlson saw Malik too.
Bro,
yeah.
I was because me and Kimmy went to Universal. That I guess.
Oh yeah. He works there.
Yeah, that nigga just pops up. We start talking, and he was like, "Yeah, Michael, you gonna go right to our 10-year?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't like y'all." But that nigga was giving me so much fucking info.
Yeah.
On everybody. Yeah. I was like, God damn, you 2 in the loop.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. I don't know. But what I do know is that you can follow everybody. You can follow us on. Actually, before I get into that, we just released our first comeback episode, Hoes. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify, Pandora, everywhere you can listen to podcasts. So I know it may not seem a lot to people, but we're already like I think 15 or 14 views already.
Oh damn! It went up.
Yeah, 14 views. So thank you, people, for supporting us. I appreciate that. By the way, so yes, you can follow us on at D2H Gaming on Twitch, and Down to Hangout FM on your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media. You can follow me at the Tales of Fable on Twitter and Instagram. Red people, where can people find you at?
Me, I don't suggest you guys follow me. I don't really have much of an online presence. You might catch me every now and then on the D2H Gaming, but other than that, yeah, that's it.
Malik, where can people find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on IG, Malik.Reynolds90. And same thing, D2H Gaming as well.
For sure. Michael, where can people find you at?
Y'all could go ahead and find me on Instagram. Greatness Lives On. I'll be there.
For sure. I like that. That social media handle. I don't know if I asked this, but y'all can see the background, right? And the scroll in the back, you guys can see that.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the scroll at the bottom where it says United Throwback Review?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. I'm making sure if y'all can see that. I know everybody else can see that. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's get into this review. So, it's been so actually before the MCU was born, there were only two good Marvel franchises. Stop me if y'all disagree. There were the X-Men movies and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
And Blade.
And Blade. I was gonna say in Blade. So it's three.
And Blade, yeah. To be honest with you, I didn't know Blade was a Marvel superhero until I saw that Spider-Man cartoon. I didn't know. I knew X-Men and Spider-Man was, but to that angry ass Blade, that was a funny. I want to review Spider-Man in the '90s because there were some funny episodes.
I'm down for that. You know, Spider-Man's my.
He's all of our favorite superheroes. Michael, tell Malik and Red, who's your favorite? On a side note, who's your favorite Spider-Man suit?
Oh, my favorite Spider-Man suit, Miguel.
Hey,
2099.
Yeah.
So hard.
That's unfortunate. That's
what? That's so sad.
For sure better than the one you like, Dante.
I like the Scarlet Spider-Man, Michael.
I mean,
the one that's literally just a hoodie.
Hey, that's in my top 5.
Yeah, I like the Scarlet Spider. People judge me on that, but so
I like the simplistic of the hood. Just put on a hoodie, put on a mask, call it a day.
Yeah, that's what I like about it too. I really love it. I'm gonna give me a hot toy of that one day. So back in the early 2000s, pickings was slim for as Marvel movie. We didn't have the MCU kids. This is before the MCU was born. I feel old saying that. But what we had, but what made the X-Men movie so special was mainly the first X-Men movie. That's like what made me love comic book movies, and that's what brought back comic book movies. I know Blade, people argue Blade, but I think X-Men because it was a blockbuster. I'm pretty sure Blade made money, but not as much as X-Men. But so the first X-Men movie was both a commercial and financially hit. So and here we are with the sequel, X-Men X2, X-Men United. Came out 2003, directed by Bryan Singer, the same director of the first one, and it holds a 82%. Oh no, let me fact check that because I don't know if that's true.
I thought it was 85.
Yeah, I think it was 85. You're probably right. 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was and earned a total worldwide box office of $407 million with a budget of $110 million. So it was a hit. And at one point in time, it was considered one of the best sequels to a comic book movie ever. To me, it's up there with The Dark Knight, Spider-Man 2, and Endgame, and all that. I would put it in my top 10 greatest comic book sequels of all time. And I think this film was better than a lot of the MCU movies, especially Phase 4. What I love about this movie is the action, especially the fight between Wolverine and the Lady Deathstrike. But we get to that once we get the Invasion of the Mansion. And this movie has two great villains. But enough where I stand about the movie. Let's go with you, Michael. What's your first impressions of this movie?
I want to say the best X-Men movie out.
Okay.
Had a lot of memorable fight scenes. Um, my homeboy Magneto.
Okay.
Like I said, it was a good movie. Loved it when it came out. I had to rewatch it like on Monday, and I'm not gonna lie. When we you had announced this topic, I was like, damn, I haven't seen that movie in fucking years. Made me feel old.
Me too. I haven't seen it since like high school. But okay. Red, your first impressions.
All right, so my first impression of the movie, I remember when I first saw it too. It was really good. I liked the fight scenes at the versus Wolverine versus Lady Deathstrike. I liked the mansion scene, and it also had a couple of scenes that were really funny when you go back and look at it. Like the part where Wolverine's looking for a beer in the mansion, and since it's a high school, there's no beer, so he takes a soda. But since it's he has Iceman breathe on it to make it cold, I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was. I remember seeing that when I was young. They had a commercial of it. I was like, that's a badass scene. That's even though there's no fighting, but I just like that look and gives it back. The only thing that makes I brought it down that scene was the look. He's drinking Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Pepper is the nastiest soda of all time.
Agree. I agree with you. It tastes almost exactly like toothpaste.
It tastes like carbonated prune juice. That's what it tastes like.
Ugh.
That's what it tastes like to me.
Yeah, I'm not a root beer guy.
Yeah. But root beer. I thought he had root beer or Coca-Cola, but that's what I thought when I was younger. But I was like, Dr. Pepper, come on, Wolverine. Malik, first impressions.
First impressions. I'm not talking about tonight. First impressions at the. I'm sorry. I don't, like tonight, it was like a struggle. But first impressions, I will say, it was dope. Obviously, we already know how legendary Hugh Jackman is at this character. He's played this character longer than Tobey Maguire's played Spider-Man. He's played this role longer than Iron Man. Tony Stark Robert Downey Jr. has been Tony Stark and Iron Man, even longer than what's his name, Chris Evans as Captain America. So he has another run, and he's coming back for Deadpool 3. So I'm thinking that's going to be dope to see him again in an actual Wolverine suit. I think it's going to be pretty dope. But for the rest of the cast, I didn't really, at the time, I didn't like them. I felt that they were out of place. Some of these characters just disappear. And I guess we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But
yes, I think I know what character you're going to talk about. I think we got the same character in mind. I was like, damn, they did do my boy justice.
Yeah. And the fact that guy's such a great actor. Like, if you see him in Westworld, like, he's fucking amazing.
Yes, and he's great in the Sonic movies, too.
Yeah.
The Sonic movies I actually really like. I thought those movies would be garbage. Like, damn, these movies are really good.
No, it was going to be garbage until I saw that first trailer. And Sonic looked crazy as hell.
Oh, I think that was a marketing ploy. I think they did that on purpose. Like, I think, yeah.
Nah, let's totally be honest. I feel like if it didn't get the outrage that it did, them motherfuckers would have changed it.
No, but it was crazy. It was crazy because I'm kind of on Dante because they changed that real quick. It was like they changed it like real fast. Like they said, "Oh shit, it's not working," and then it was like 2 weeks later. Okay, this is what our Sonic's gonna look like.
Yeah.
But did y'all ever watch the Chippendale movie that came out?
Oh, I want to review that one day. That's really a good movie. Ooh. But so back to X-Men. So what we do here, and this will remind you too, Michael. Brad's gonna go through the review. He's gonna go through the plot because Brad has I let him go because he has a very nice narrator voice to where I sound like Elmer Fudd. So he's gonna do it, and we're gonna just react to all the scenes he lists off. So, all right, Red, go ahead.
All right, so let's get started with the plot. Now, I may skip a couple of scenes just to make get through the story quicker. Okay. If you guys want to stop me at any time, let me know. Yeah. Now, the movie starts with a scene on Cerebro just trying to show what the brain is like. Then it cuts to an attack at the White House by Nightcrawler, which is one of the best scenes in the movie, and that's how it started off.
Yes,
you see Nightcrawler teleporting, assassinating all the guards and everything, and trying to kill the president, but he fails, and he leaves a note that says freedom for mutants or something like that. I think it was mutant freedom now.
Yes. Yeah. So, well, go ahead, Millie.
No, I'm saying that's what the
Oh,
thing said. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, this is like I think this is one of the best opening to a lot of comic book movies. To one of the best openings. It sets off the plot. It sets off how like dangerous mutant is. It sets off how dangerous Crawler is. Uh, and and it made me actually really like Nightcrawler because I think I knew briefly of Nightcrawler, but I really like the character Nightcrawler. I'm gonna say more of it as we move along into the plot. Yeah. So go ahead.
All right. So after that, it just cuts to some of the mutants just living through their day to day life. You see Rogue getting really close with Iceman over there in the museum. They're getting really close, and somebody starts smoking in the museum, and lights on fire. So Iceman freezes him,
Oh
and
yeah.
and Xavier has to like freeze everybody with his mind just so they could get away without being suspicious.
So I have a question on this. Does he freeze times or he freezes everybody? I don't think I know. I don't know. He doesn't freeze the whole world.
He
But
froze people's mind. That's what it was.
Yeah, he
okay,
freezes people in place.
okay. I always was confused by that
Yeah.
when I was younger. Yeah, but I just want to mention this. Anna Paquin during this time, I was like, damn, she looked good. I was
Rogue?
like, oh yeah, it's Rogue.
Mhm.
Even though this character gets sidelined in the movies, but but damn, she
No
taking
lie,
yeah.
the whole her and Bobby thing I got, but like as I grew older, I really wanted Gambit.
Yeah, I want to Gambit too. I felt like
Not the Gambit
They
from
really,
Origins
oh
though.
my gosh, no. Yeah, they did him wrong in Origins.
Not the Gambit from Origins. God.
oh, okay. So the thing
Not
about
anybody
Origins,
from Origins. Not Deadpool. Not
Not
Gambit.
Blob. Not nobody.
I like Taylor Kitsch as Gambit. I just don't like how he was written in Origins. Like,
I mean, he looked like Gambit, but the problem was he wasn't portraying Gambit. He was portraying somebody. He wasn't from Louisiana. Did they go to Louisiana when they went to go get
they went to
Gambit?
New Orleans. I think they were in New Orleans.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think they went to New Orleans.
He had no
Yeah,
Southern accent
I
either.
think.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that movie in a minute. I just remember the most horrid parts.
Yeah, the second best X-Men movie. But go ahead, Ray.
All right, so after they get away from the school, Wolverine comes back after what he was doing is looking for clues about his past. So he comes back, he meets Iceman, and he's kind of like a father to Rogue. They have like that kind of relationship where he knows that something's going on between them, but he's not gonna get in their way.
Yeah, he's not cock blocking, which is cool. He's very protective. I do like this. I do like the relationship, especially in the first one between Rogue and Wolverine. They replaced their relationship with Wolverine and Shadowcat. I think her or Kitty Pryde now. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine has that same relationship in the comics.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, Kitty's cute, by the way.
Which one?
And Kitty Pryde, the one from actually the comic book version is also really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because she's in this movie. They just don't say her name.
Yeah, they don't. They just show her during the scenes
The mansion scene.
Yeah, the mansion scene. So after Wolverine starts greeting everybody, he greets Jean Grey and saying that he might stick around because of her, even though we all know that she likes Cyclops and not him.
Talking about cock blocking.
That whole triangle got on my nerves.
Yeah. Then it cuts to I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. It cuts to Magneto in that plastic prison where Xavier's visiting him, and they have their game of chess. Which for some reason all the leaders and villains have to be playing chess. That's just how it goes. That's how it was in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is made of plastic in there, and you see that he's held up, suspended in like midair. I like the prison. The prison was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, that was actually a dope construct.
Yeah, I like it because it's not CG. It's like that's actually.
It was practical. Yeah,
practical. Yeah, I do like that.
And it shows how it has a couple of scenes where Mystique is transforming herself into people that work in the White House just to steal information. And she ends up stealing information about some of Stryker's files. So Stryker is actually, well, it's gonna get revealed later, so I'm just gonna go with that. And Mystique actually ends up seducing one of the guards for Magneto's prison, and she injects him with something that we don't know what it is yet, but he seems to be fine after he wakes up.
To going to the Mystique, I actually really like this version of Mystique.
Better than
Jennifer
what's her name?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, yeah.
Yeah, because this Mystique was actually Mystique, and like I know if they do the MCU version, they probably put her in a classic suit, but
they're definitely gonna put her in clothes. They can't have her butt naked.
Yeah, here because I was like,
in a Disney movie.
Yeah,
why not though? That's kind of her appeal.
I did like it, but this portrayal, I think, even though she doesn't say a lot, her acting is really like is really good, and she sells the role.
I mean, yeah, she sells those looks. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's messed up what happened to her in the third movie, but go ahead. You go ahead.
All right. So after that, it cuts to a scene where the mansion scene actually, where when I talked about earlier, they're just hanging out in the mansion. Wolverine's looking for a drink. He takes the soda, but he has Iceman cool it down for him. Then out of nowhere, you start hearing like disturbances in the mansion, people breaking in. All the kids have to get away, so Wolverine's distracting the guards. He's fighting the guards, soldiers. He's fighting them off, and the kids are escaping. I think it was Colossus who ends up leading them to the tunnels that lead outside the school. And this
is another character that gets sidelined in the movie, Colossus.
Yeah, like, Colossus. Yeah.
He doesn't do much in here, and he does more in the third one. But to be honest with you, the Colossus in the Deadpool movies is a whole lot better.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a whole lot better because he does more. I know he's played like it's supposed to be funny and not the CG the best, but that one is just has more character to him. But go ahead, Red.
Yeah, so the kids get away and they decide to go hide out in I believe Iceman's house. But right before they leave, Wolverine meets he comes face to face with Stryker and starts having flashbacks about the Weapon X experiments that were happening to him. And
I know I mentioned it before. The Kitty Pryde scene was really cool because I don't think she got caught.
No, she didn't get caught. She went through the floor and through the walls and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Go ahead, Red.
So Stryker starts taunting Wolverine, saying, "Oh, you haven't changed a bit since I last saw you." And Wolverine starts having flashbacks. He stops fighting for a second, and right before he gets attacked, Iceman makes a big ice wall. Yeah, he makes a big ice wall to help them escape.
Yeah,
that's
so fun.
The only thing he did in that movie, by the way.
So fun fact too about that is that's real ice. That was real. That was a CG. It was CG with form, but that was real ice. From what I read.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
But let's talk about Stryker for a minute. I think Stryker is really an underrated villain. Like he does get brought up a lot. I do like his plan. I say it was
like
good.
His plan?
I mean, I like his motivation. I should say. Let me clear. I like his motivation.
Yeah.
In
the comics, he's a little bit more biblical. Like he references the Bible a little bit more in the comics, but here it just seems like he's just about greed. But I guess that can work too.
Basically he sees mutants as like a curse of nature.
Yeah,
and he uses them to his own ploy. Hence
the bodyguard, Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah, because I was like, man, this Stryker is so much better than. I know you can hear us talk bad about Origins, rightfully so, because that's a bad movie. But this Stryker is 100% times better. It's played by Brian Cox, who's on that show Succession.
Oh yeah, Brian Cox. Yeah,
he does a great job in here. And like I said, he's a lot better than this portrayal is better a lot than MCU movies. MCU villains, I should say. But go ahead, Red.
Yeah. So after they get away. All the kids start hiding out in Iceman's house, and Iceman, he actually tells his parents that he's a mutant, and they start hiding out in the house. But Iceman, this is one of the coldest scenes I remember from that movie. His parents accept him, but his brother calls the police.
That made me mad when I was younger. It made me mad when his mom said too. Like, well, can you not
Can you not like be a mutant? Like, what the
Yeah, it's almost like
yeah, Mom, I could turn it off whenever.
Yeah, that's like somebody saying, "Can you not try to be black?" I'm
like, and then
well,
Pyro calls the dad out when he says, "Well, it's not really your fault. It's kind of his fault." He points at the dad, and dad's like, "What the fuck? Wait, hold on."
That's funny. There, this the scene too was almost like he was like Bobby was almost like coming out. I saw that.
That's what I think that's probably one of the best scenes in there. I wish they could have went deeper into that. It's like it was like 2 minutes long. And I wish they could have had like a kind of a monologue type of situation going with that. But
did they already make Bobby gay in the comics by that
point? He was already gay. Yeah.
He was already gay in the comics?
Yeah.
Before you continue, Red, this is a little nitpick of mine. Not that make the movie better or anything, but when he froze a coffee, I was like, "So you could make me another piece of coffee, or can you undo that?" I was watching that. I was like, "Man, that was a good cup of coffee."
Man, he probably froze it. It was probably tea. He's like, "Oh man, get this tea out of here."
Go ahead, Red.
Yeah. So what do you call it? The police comes in and they start being afraid of the mutants. So the Pyro gets pissed off and starts actually destroying the cars, and then the army shows up too.
Yeah.
I know you passed already, but this is a small scene. I thought this made me laugh when I was younger because it was fun to make fun of the Backstreet Boys. That was NSYNC that
was NSYNC,
yeah. And they NSYNC starts playing. Michael knew that too, huh? You knew that, huh? You say, yeah, way too fast, Michael, huh? But anyway, NSYNC starts playing. I thought that was pretty funny. They're like, "Oh hell no, let's change it."
Hey, he doesn't like awkward silence.
True. Well, okay, honestly, all right. Little side note. I know we do little side notes, but sometimes it's fun. If y'all was in a car, like what song? If y'all was in that situation, what song would y'all have playing to like calm the mood?
I mean, we gotta stick to 2000 songs because the songs from this.
Yeah, it got me thinking.
But if y'all can think, well, I should have put that in the show notes, but we can move forward.
Okay, so Pyro gets messed up because he doesn't like being accused. He starts blowing up the cars, and then they send the army in. Jean also starts destroying things, lifting cars up and such. And they were kind of giving them a reason to be afraid, but I think it was Storm that actually ends up calming everybody down and helping them leave the house in the X-Jet.
Halle Berry.
Oh yeah, she looks okay. So let's take a moment to talk about Halle Berry. I think Halle Berry is a great actress. Sometimes she's not the best of movies, and she looks great.
Catwoman.
Bless you.
I'm putting it on blast right now.
Yes, Catwoman. It wasn't the best. Eartha Kitt is still the best Black Catwoman. But shout out to our whole movie review. But Halle Berry wouldn't have been my first choice she wouldn't be my top 10 choices. I feel like she got picked because she had a look and she was sexy and she was popular at the time.
And leather. She
looked good in leather. To be honest with you, if I was like everybody's casting choice is good. Like everybody is good. You could argue with Jean Grey and James Marsden as Cyclops. But Halle Berry's the one I like the least. And to be honest with you, if I was a casting director, I would have casted Angela Bassett back in the day.
Damn, how old she would have been then?
She would have been fairly young, like her 40s. Let me see. Let me do the math real quick. If y'all don't know who Angela Bassett, I'm gonna talk about you guys. I know you guys know who Angela Bassett is.
Man, y'all better know who Angela Bassett is.
And Angela Bassett is the mom from Black Panther, Queen Ramonda. Let me see. I'm trying to do the math real quick.
Dang, who would you cast? Like I would have cast Bassett though.
Yeah, that's why I think that's why Marvel in the MCU cast her in the Marvel movie. I mean, the Black Panther movies. That's why she had a white. I think this is her. Well, we couldn't cast you back at Storm back then, but we could cast you in this role. And plus, Angela Bassett can act her ass off too.
Oh yeah, no. To me, she was the best part of Black Panther 2.
Oh yeah, she was. She got nominated for that role. Let me see. We're gonna
Oh
move
my
on. Let me just do
gosh,
the
I
age.
can't believe they put freaking Ironheart in that movie.
You know,
Oh,
in the comics, I haven't really read too many Ironheart comics, but I was really never intrigued by Ironheart. But the movie kind of made me like her.
yeah, she
Hmm.
was. We'll talk about Black Panther too
I,
one day.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna
No,
talk about
man.
it.
I,
Her story is literally, oh, let me make an Iron Man suit because I'm bored.
I mean, that's how it is in the comics too.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, not everybody could be a Miles.
Yeah.
True.
Not Brad can be a Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
But for as Angela Bassett, her age, she would have been like 40. She would have been 45. So I guess she would have been too old.
That's not.
She,
That's not bad.
in eyes of the director.
It's Angela Bassett. I'm niggas
That's
But
not
can
bad.
get away with it.
But yes,
But I don't know. I feel like I probably would have chose somebody else too.
yeah, I would
But
choose
I just
somebody.
don't know who off the top of my head. I have to think about it.
Yeah.
You notice too in the if y'all seen the first movie, I know you guys seen the first movie. In the second movie, she loses her accent here. I guess
Yes.
it just wasn't working
Yes.
out. To that the window.
You became Americanized. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
was
she
an
became
American.
yeah. Said no, let's lose that bit, Helly. So let's But go ahead, Red.
So after they get away in the X jet, the plane, the army launches missiles at them, and I think they get hit by a couple missiles, and the plane starts malfunctioning, and they're about to crash in the jungle. But Magneto stops the plane from crashing.
That was tight. Cause I thought it was Jean who did that when I first saw it. I thought it was Jean. She's like, it's not me. And then you see it, and then I was like, oh damn. So yeah.
Yeah, Magneto's awesome.
Yeah.
So Magneto starts explaining to the team that the attack from on the White House by Nightcrawler was actually a false flag attack orchestrated by Stryker to try and get the president to push laws against mutants.
Yeah, this is when they're at the campsite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray, you probably have this in your notes. But they kind of like hint at Mystique being Nightcrawler's mother because she's his mother, his biological mother in the comics.
I didn't have that in my notes, but yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool because I was like, when I was younger, I did not see flew right over me, and then when I knew, I was like, oh, were they hitting at Nightcrawler? Nightcrawler being the son of Mystique.
Didn't they mention that in the cartoon? Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah.
I know they mentioned in the OG cartoon, the '90s one. Yeah. By the way, too, Evolution is really good. Like this, to me, there's no bad X-Men cartoon. In my eyes, there's some that's better than others. To me, the '90s one is still the best, but there's no bad X-Men cartoon. I really like Evolution. It's just that I think Wolverine and X-Men and the one from the '90s animation is a lot better than Evolution, but Evolution is not bad.
Yeah, Evolution's not bad.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not bad. Ray, quick side note, what's your opinions on that? Do you like Evolution?
The animated?
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good show. Almost as good as the '90s X-Men, but definitely better than the ones that came after it, except for Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, I think there's only 3 X-Men cartoons. I mean, there's anime ones, but I don't like those.
I haven't watched the anime one, so I can't tell y'all.
Those.
Oh, the anime one? That one's pretty good. I watched it. The anime is pretty good. They introduce a new character, and she's actually kind of cool.
Well, is the anime one more like Wolverine based, or was it like
no? It's actually like X-Men.
There's two. There's the X-Men anime and there's a Wolverine anime.
Yeah, there's 2 different ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one follows Wolverine. But go ahead, Ray.
All right. So I believe I don't exactly remember if it was before this or after this that Storm and Jean go find Nightcrawler just to see to get information out of the attack. And they find him in a church,
which is pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. That was a cool scene too because you see him hiding on the rafters of the church, teleporting from place to place.
So I'm glad you brought this scene up. So this is the scene. Well, this is another scene too towards the end of the movie. I really like Nightcrawler. I really like the irony of him. Like even though he's a mutant, he looks demonic, but he's very religious.
Yeah.
And this is great X-Men in a cartoon in episode, I mean, from the '90s, where he's people hate him and everything too. But he's all forgiving. I said, this is a very patient person. I mean, he's just very patient. And if that was me, I would have been pissed. And he's trying to calm down Wolverine, and it's like Wolverine's telling him, you should kick these people's asses the way he's treating you. But he puts religion on it, and that's what I liked about Nightcrawler. I always he's one of my favorite Marvel superheroes. He's in my top 10. Him and Gambit are my favorite X-Men.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Red.
All right, so they find Nightcrawler, and they're going to raid Stryker's base. But it turns out that Stryker, when he went to the X Mansion, what he was really after was kidnapping Xavier and taking parts of Cerebro to build another one in his base.
Which was a great plan.
It was a pretty good plan.
Great plan. That's Cerebro base though. I was like, this one is janky.
Yeah, this
I'm gonna need tetanus shot when I enter here. I was just looking around like, man.
Oh, I forgot to mention how Magneto escapes from prison. But
oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what happened was the guard was injected. Mystique injected him with extra iron in his blood, so Magneto just pulls the iron out of the guy's blood and uses it to make like little iron balls and breaks through the prison and uses them to make also steps to walk out of there. That was one of the most badass scenes.
That was a badass scene. He ain't okay. So that's one of the best escape plans I've seen in a movie. I was like, damn, that was really cool and just like really creative too. And Magneto kind of like throws like shots at other dudes like she could ever fall in love like you. I was like, damn. Not only he escaped, but he got to do it with a burn too. I was like, damn, bro. I said Magneto is a badass. I was like, Magneto. I said, I agree with Magneto with something. I just don't like the way you come across it, but I digress. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when they're raiding Stryker's base, we find out that Stryker, even though he hates mutants, his son is a mutant with similar powers to Professor X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, almost like his son is almost powerful, almost at the same level.
Yeah, so Stryker uses his son to get Professor X into like some kind of a mental hallucination to get him to find all the mutants in the world with Cerebro. And he's trying to get Professor X to use his brain powers to kill every single mutant in the world.
Yeah.
That was the plan, huh?
Yeah,
that was his plan.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's bad. I said, it's great. And then well, you probably haven't. I mentioned that too for Magneto, what he's gonna do too. Low key, to be honest with you, out of everybody, I probably would have been definitely scared of Jason because he's unstable, and you don't know what he may think. Well, he's gonna make you think something's real. A reality's gonna make you believe that something. And I think that's really scary. For us, like, damn, me thinking like I'm living this lavish lifestyle that's not even real. I mean, I'm in living in a trash can, and then scratching my neck. Like, yeah, do you got some socks? But yeah, I think that Jason was scary. It was a scary element. Like I said, I really like that. I really love this movie and this character Jason. I don't know if Jason's in the comics. I'm not too sure if he is or not. I know there's a character like Jason in the comics, but yeah. Go ahead, Red.
All right. So while Magneto is dealing with Jason and almost killing all the mutants in the world, Cyclops gets brainwashed and starts fighting back against the team. And it takes Jean to go into his mind and save him. But during the fight, Cyclops actually zaps one of the generators in the base, and that causes a dam to start to break apart.
Yeah. Malik, I know you want to say something. I'll let you go first on this one about the character of Cyclops.
Yeah. God damn, boy. He's barely in this movie. Like, it's like having the Avengers and Captain America is barely there. It's like having Justice League and Superman's barely there. It's like it kind of defeats the purpose of the X-Men, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna repeat this over again. It doesn't feel like an X-Men movie. When I watched it, it felt like Wolverine and his amazing friends, or not even that. It's like his extraordinary friends. Extraordinary friends. That's what it feels like. Hence the X. I gotta keep everything similar. It just feels that he pushes one of the main characters to the side, and I guess it's 2003, so people really don't really like Cyclops at this moment in comics. So I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why they push him to the side a little bit. But what about the other characters that get pushed to the side, like Rogue and Iceman? Iceman, he freezes up the wall, and that's pretty much the only thing he does. Even when I'm pretty sure Red is gonna get to it. I'm gonna save that a little bit later. Never mind. But yeah, Cyclops he's supposed to be the leader of the X-Men. He's barely there. He can barely get Jean Grey on his own, by his own, without Wolverine trying to come in and be like, yeah, girl, let me get them digits. You know you don't want that nigga. Like, it's like Wolverine can't win, and like, I mean, Cyclops cannot win, and
but Wolverine is that nigga.
I mean, yeah, but damn, at least put up a fight. Like, at least come on, man. But
I mean, and all honestly, to me, on the whole Cyclops thing, I think in the future of the retrospect, I think they was trying to make Wolverine going to be the leader, I guess, in their little universe.
Right.
So I could see why they're trying to push Cyclops to the side. I mean, yeah, you're right. Cyclops is the leader. And it is like having Captain America not in the Avengers, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the cartoon, the Avengers in the 2000, where they have like nobody, and they start up with like Wonder Man and all that. Yeah, they started with Wonder Man and all them, and then you're just like, this is not the Avengers. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, they got the D-list Marvel characters.
Wonder Man and
they got Vision. They got Scarlet Witch. Yeah. Red, have you ever seen that?
Have you ever seen that Avengers?
I don't think I've seen it.
It's called Avengers United We Stand. And they didn't have none of the three of the Avengers. So no Iron Man, no Cap, no Thor. I think they had Hank Pym in there, if I'm not mistaken.
They had Scarlet Witch there for sure because of Vision.
Because Vision was there. But then they had Wonder Man and all them.
Yeah, Wonder Man, because Wonder Man is when Vision dies. That's Wonder Man becomes what Vision is supposed to be. Like, he comes into that human form. That's how Wonder Man is created. But damn, that's a throwback.
Yeah, man, I was like, damn. Yeah,
I kind of feel your point in that. But like me, I was never a Cyclops fan. Just me personally.
Yeah, I see why Wolverine would be the front, hence Wolverine and the X-Men. I see why Wolverine is the front because he's the guy. Like, everybody knows Wolverine. But if we're gonna talk about comic accuracy, then
that's why I said, like, I get your gripe. Like, he is like, when you think of the leader of the X-Men, you think Cyclops, you think Professor X. You don't.
Like, I even consider Storm in certain issues. She's the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Because Cyclops puts her there. So.
Yeah.
But I understand your point too. That why they will, for a business decision, they will put Wolverine in front because it's Hugh Jackman. He's built up an audience. He's done theater, so I can see why they put him there.
Yeah. I still kind of like. I think I still prefer this Cyclops than or probably the same on the that new Cyclops by the dude from Ready Player One.
And he barely did shit too.
Yeah, like Fox does not like Cyclops. Like
he barely did anything too.
I mean, hopefully they change it up when they come to the MCU.
Yeah,
I doubt it though, because Hugh Jackman is still going to be Wolverine. But
yeah, I'm curious to see how Marvel's gonna do it. We'll get to those Fantastic Four rumors too, maybe after we review this. Man. But go ahead, Red.
Oh, you really want to do Fantastic Four?
Oh, which one?
Yo, Melina Kunis.
I don't want to do 2015.
We're not gonna talk about Fantastic Four anytime soon. I don't have that on the rock. I'll do the Incredibles before the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead, Red.
All right. Dang, where was I? Okay, so they're invading Stryker's base. The dam starts to break apart after the Cyclops fight.
Cyclops just blew it up.
Yeah. So Jean tries to come and save Professor X from killing all the humans.
Mm.
And
Was that Jean or was that Storm?
actually, no, I think it was Storm. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
Storm
Oh, you
breaks.
forgot about Lady Deathstrike, the fight between Lady
Yeah,
Deathstrike
yeah,
and
yeah.
Wolverine.
I was getting to that. Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
while they're dealing with that, Wolverine ends up finding the room with a melted adamantium, and Lady Deathstrike is there, and Stryker starts taunting him, talking about how Wolverine's not actually the only one. He's not unique.
Yeah,
And you see he slashes Lady Deathstrike in her face, and it heals up automatically. So we see that they have the same powers.
Yeah. So this scene is tight. This scene is one of the best
this one
action.
was actually choreographed really nice.
Yeah, it's great, and I feel like this has one of the best uses of the holy shit. I've never heard anybody say holy shit like what Hugh Jackman did, and then she like can she goes like this because at the time I didn't know who Lady Deathstrike was until after this movie.
Yeah,
It's kind of accurate. Just she don't have the hair and everything. She I don't know what Kelly Who is, but you know the race is accurate and everything. But when she does that, her claws come out. I was like 2 at the time because I was 8 years old when I saw this. I was like, damn, that's badass. I said, how you gonna do this, Wolverine? I put this up there too with I know y'all gonna like everybody, including you guys, is gonna be like you crazy. I put this up with the scene with Captain America versus Bucky. I put this up there. I put that up there.
Fight scene?
Yeah, because she's whooping his ass. Like she is whooping his ass.
it's not that far off, but I can put a couple more scenes before that.
Okay. Yeah, I put this,
at least 3.
Yeah, it's still a lot better than the fight scenes in MCU right now. But I'm not trashing the MCU. I still love it. It's still Michael's a very we'll get to the plot in a minute. Michael's a very faithful fan to both the Lakers and the Raiders. Lakers is doing a good job right now.
And they pissed me off today.
Yeah,
Let's
they
not even get started. Pissed me off.
But I'm loyal to MCU. They can make a the last Airbender type of movie. I'll still be faithful to them. I'm a ride or die Marvel fan.
Ooh, they made a few of those though.
I'm actually about that after.
You talking about Dark World?
Yeah, I'm talking about Dark World.
I think Dark World's bad. I just think it's a boring movie.
What was that one? Damn. It was one before Eternals. Was it Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi?
No.
No, you like Shang-Chi, Black Widow?
Yeah.
That's the one before. Yeah, that was not good.
That was
you know my just on a whole little note on the Black Widow thing, since y'all mentioned it. The movie was all right. It was boring until Red Guardian showed up. Once Red Guardian showed up, it became tolerable to me.
That's some part, yeah. But yeah, just that movie. Oof.
I mean, it was my level of expectation, man. I obviously we're all fans here. I expected a little bit more. Like the anime, like I don't know if you've seen the Black Widow anime.
Oh, with Punisher
in it. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was really
good. I
was
like, yo, that's better because they have Red Guardian in that anime too, and I was like, yo, that anime is way better than this movie. So
I feel like if the Taskmaster was Taskmaster, I feel like the movie would be better.
If the Taskmaster was actually if it was actually his powers, and man, I ain't even trying to seem like no misogynistic type of dude, man. I don't mean to be like that, but at least make it his daughter.
All right.
Why you making it this random dude's daughter? And it was just all over the place, and it wasn't his powers; it was some Tony Stark technology.
Yeah, technology. Tony Stark fucked up the fucked up Marvel. That universe, bro.
Let's wait. We'll talk about Black Widow. We'll continue this conversation. But let's
the movie's almost over. So basically, after the tough fight with the Lady Deathstrike, he ends up injecting her with more adamantium and letting it take over her whole skeleton, making her too heavy, and she drowns in the tub. Then after that, Wolverine grabs Stryker and takes him out, chains him to these parts of a plane right in front of a dam where the dam's gonna explode. And Mystique transforms into Stryker, talking to Stryker's son, and he convinces Professor X to kill all the humans instead of all the mutants.
So okay, so this scene, all right. So while I like it, it still kind of bothers me because I feel like Magneto wouldn't leave Charles there. I feel like he would actually bring him because the thing I like about Magneto and Professor X is that they
have
disagree
respect.
They have respect for each other, and I don't think they would ever hurt each other. They would hurt each other like teams like Magneto will hurt Wolverine and Professor X hurts like Sabretooth, but I don't think they would hurt each other. And that's what made kind of looking at this movie now, I don't think Magneto would leave him there. He would probably say kill all the humans, but I said I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna bring you out. I feel like I just thought like, oh, why are you leaving him there?
Oh, you talking about when he left
Yeah, he left
Charles.
He left Charles there.
Yeah, because the building's collapsing. Because like I said, they disagree a lot, and they're like on two different sides of their of the argument of the mutants and the humans, but they still respect each other. And like I said, they're not gonna wouldn't hurt each other. I mean, tell me, like, what is your opinion on that about him leaving there?
I mean, no, I totally agree with you. I feel like Magneto would not leave Charles there from what I know.
Yeah. Malik, what
about you? I would say it had that 2000s trope where the good guys team up, the evil guys team up with the good guys, and then towards the end of that damn movie, oh, we were evil. Oh no, we were still evil. I don't know. You thought we were still good? Oh no. I think they went down that trope. I mean, Magneto left Professor X before. He did it in First Class. He left them in First Class. He did the same thing after he paralyzed them.
But he in First Class, I would argue that he's like concerned, like, oh my bad, I messed up. Like he's like I'm really concerned about you. There, that's in there, but Charles like go ahead before they catch you and stuff like that. But in here, Charles is defenseless. He can't even speak, and like
he was defenseless when he was paralyzed.
But he was defenseless, like, but he was still able to speak, and he tells from what I remember about First Class, which is another great X-Men movie, he tells Magneto, just go ahead, just go, and Magneto's actually concerned about his well-being, his well-being, because he's hurt. But in here, it's like, well, kill the humans, peace, Charles.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, have fun with Jason. Well, Red, what's your opinion on this scene? On this little debate.
So I think if anything, what Magneto would have done is he would have held the building open while he was while Xavier was killing all the humans and then left with him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just like, I don't think that would have happened. But it's still to argue your case, Malik. I'm not saying you're wrong. I do think that trope is like we can team up and then the bad guy betrays them at the end. But I like how he betrays them. He actually doesn't. Well, he does leave Charles, but he doesn't betray him like we think it is. He's actually like, well, I'm gonna use Charles to kill the humans, but I'm gonna still leave all the mutants alive. So, like I said, I like that duality between Stryker and Magneto. Stryker wants to get rid of all the mutants, and Magneto wants to get rid of all the humans. So I do like that. Like I said, there's two villains in here, and it's two great villains. And I know there's always this argument, especially ever since Spider-Man 3 came out. I was one of those people, but now with good writing, because people always argue the case that if you have three villains, you're overloading it. And I know Spider-Man 3 had its issues, but as we saw with No Way Home, it doesn't matter. You can have as many villains as you want, as long as it's good writing. Because in this movie, in X2, there's two villains. There's Stryker and Magneto. Both are perfectly placed in the movie, and both have different motivations. And they want to take out each other, but it's all about like how they take out, and it's all about good writing. So that's my opinion on it. For some reason, I'm not about to say, but yeah, just like I think that argument is kind of like dead now. For us, like, oh, you have too much villains, your movie's bad. That I always used to use that excuse, but now I see it now. It's like, okay, no, you can't have a lot of villains as long as they're placed and have good motivations. What were you about to say, Michael?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Red, you can continue.
All right. So, we're getting close to the end of the movie. At this point, the building's falling apart, so Jean and Storm come to save Professor X and stop him from killing all the humans, and they all escape into the X jet. But the X jet is malfunctioning still.
Mm. Yeah. Another thing too I thought was cool too. Nightcrawler. Before the jet scene, Nightcrawler is praying like to Storm, because I think Storm and Nightcrawler are trying to get into the what you call it, into the Cerebro room with Charles,
Cerebro.
Right? Yeah. And Nightcrawler, he said he's something about the walls, right? He has to see to get in it, right?
Yeah, he has to see to be able to. He has to be able to see where he's going.
And I like what happened. He's praying hard too. It's like, man, I said, bro, I'm praying with you. And it's like he teleports in there and gets him out, and it leaves Jason. I was like, oh shit. I guess honestly, in my opinion, I probably was I don't know. Jason's very dangerous and unstable. So yeah, like and Storm and Nightcrawler, we don't know him, so let's leave. Yeah, but go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, so near the end of the movie, Jean actually ends up going outside and sacrificing herself by using her mind powers to hold up the water and help the jet escape, but she ends up being drowned underwater too.
Okay,
and at the end of the movie, so that's kind of how Jean supposedly dies. At the end of the movie, you see Professor X bringing Stryker's files to the president, saying that we need humans and mutants to work together so that we can coexist. And then it cuts to the lake where the lake where Jean died, and you can kind of see a phoenix symbol in the water.
Yeah. Ooh, that story went nowhere.
Oh,
straight.
They tried it twice too. That's the
tried it twice. That's great. Yeah. So who? Let's just yeah. Maybe I don't know. I'm not saying we'll know when we see it. You know, because everybody thought this. I still haven't seen Dark Phoenix. Oh,
I haven't seen it either.
Not because it was bad. You know what? I'll get to that later. Right before they go into the ship, Wolverine locks ties up Stryker in a chain, and then he I know this has to hurt, because I was like, ooh, when I was younger, and watching it now, Wolverine stabs him, and Brian Cox, in his great actor, he screams and yells. I feel like he really stabbed him. And and then that little kid up, and he's like, Stryker is doing his villain monologue and everything. Wolverine just like, whatever, and his Cox and is carrying the mutant kid, and kid just sticks out his tongue. And yeah, and Stryker's dead. Like he's dead. Either he died from that stab wound or he died from the drowning. Either way, he died. Like he is dead. I know there's that rule, no biting, no crime, but that mofo did not come back to X-Men Origins, and that didn't count. That's in another multiverse. But yeah, that's really I was like, that's a deep ending too. I just remember that when I was younger. I was like, man, just scenes like this in this movie just really like, man, this is a really great comic book movie. I know some of us may not agree, but I really enjoy this movie. I love it, and I feel like it still holds up. But go ahead, Red. Were you finished or were you?
Yeah, that was the end of the movie.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give my conclusion to this movie. With parts of it, and I'll go around the group. Yeah, I think X-Men 2. I think this is probably I think this is the second best or third best, I would say. I think the first best movie, X-Men movie, is Logan. I mean, that's the best. Yeah. I think that's the best Marvel. No, not. I think that is the best Marvel. That is the best X-Men movie of all time. And me personally, this is the best. Logan's the best Marvel movie of all time. Malik, I know you said it's Winter Soldier. A lot of people say Endgame, but I like Logan.
It's No Way Home. It's No Way Home.
I still feel Logan is still better than No Way Home.
I disagree with you there too. I don't think Logan is the best one.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's that movie No Way Home literally made Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man better.
Look good, yeah. He made him look good.
I always like
it literally saved Andrew Garfield. Like, don't get me wrong, his movies are still trash, but like that movie made it better.
I like that Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, but I see, but it turned people who's a trash like Andrew Garfield. People was like, oh well, Andrew Garfield, my favorite Spider-Man. I said people are so fake. That was making me mad. Like, man,
Bro,
y'all was trashing Andrew Garfield for years. Now
you already know how I felt when I told you. Toby,
yeah, I know. Yeah,
best Peter. Andrew, best Spider-Man. Tom, best overall.
Agreed. Yeah.
For sure. What you call it? Yeah. Toby was still my favorite. That is a bias. But let me just end the review for X2. Yeah, X2 is really a great movie. I wish more Marvel movies would take notes about this. And people don't talk about this movie a lot. I'm surprised by that. You know, when I go on Twitter.
I can see why. My bad. I keep interrupting you.
No, that's cool. It's cool. Yeah, this movie is really great. To me, just like I said, X-Men movies and Spider-Man movies were like a big part of my childhood, and the reason why I got into superhero movies and comic books. And the movie's great. And like I said, I know in the MCU, the MCU X-Men movies be a little more glossy and a little friendlier than this, because this is kind of a dark movie. Not kind of, it is a dark movie, and yeah. But I really like this movie, and this movie's a 9 out of 10 for me. Red.
I'll give this one an 8 actually.
Okay.
It did have its issues, but overall, it's still one of the really good movies. They did X-Men as well as they have done, possibly could have done it so far. I don't really think that First Class did X-Men better either. So I still think this is one of the best X-Men movies there is.
Okay.
And also X-Men 3 was not so bad either.
Yeah, it's that. Oh, go ahead.
I might have to rewatch that before I give my
that.
whole thing again on it, but I don't remember liking it.
It ain't looking good.
Before I forget, I'm gonna move on to you, Malik. Like I said, the performances are great. Nobody gives a bad performance. It's unfortunate. One of the things I don't like did Sideline Cyclops, because Cyclops is the leader. He is their Captain America, per se. But Wolverine Hugh Jackman does a great job. Everybody, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen. It's funny because Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart are really great friends too in real life. So I think that helps here. William Stryker and Magneto are great villains here, and I love both the motivations and then like their plan to wipe out each race, one of each other's race. Nightcrawler, this movie made me a fan of Nightcrawler, and just love the Nightcrawler and just his religious persona, and that he and Alan Cummins, who's the I'm not me being funny, that's actually his name, the guy who plays the Nightcrawler, aka Kurt Wagner. Wagner. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but his performance doesn't get talked a lot about. You know, well, I don't see people always talking about Hugh Jackman, this and that, but I guess because he only played the character once, and I don't know why they never called him back. Because he would have been very useful
back for last time.
Yeah, because to me he's a lot better. I'm not saying the one in the newer movies is trash. I forgot
they don't give the new Nightcrawler anything.
Yeah. And they kind of make him a wimp too. I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
Like in here, there's difference between being scared or being a wimp. Like he's scared, but he's still willing to do stuff. And he's scared and doing action. But the other one, he's like, oh no, I don't want to do it. Yeah, that's why I like that one. He's kind of a wimp. But Malik, your final thoughts on this movie?
Final thoughts. Damn, where can I start? X2 kind of feels like Star Trek 2, if you guys watch Star Trek 2. Especially towards the end. It has kind of the same feel when Star Trek 2 is looking out of space, but X-Men 2 is looking out to water. It says, the final scene says, space is the final frontier where no man has gone before. And then they try to switch it up for X2, saying mutation is the key to evolution, but the millennia of evolution leaps forward. So they kind of pick off that. And then the narration of the Star Trek 2 and X-Men 2, the narration is delivered by the person that has already died. They throw little hints in there with Mach. If you saw, there was a canister in the water that said Mach 6, and that's Sentinels. You guys don't know who the Sentinels are. They're the big robots that go out to kill mutants. So if you saw that, then that was kind of leading towards what the future is. They completely abandoned that for The Last Stand. What a Nightcrawler. In this in this entire movie, people's powers really don't make sense. Especially when Professor X goes to meet when Cyclops gets captured and Magneto sets him up. Professor X can't read his friend's mind to know that, oh damn, I'm about to get set up. And then Nightcrawler, he needs to see places, but when Rogue falls out the plane, he catches her, but he somehow falls back into the plane. But I thought he needed to see where he was going.
No, I think he has to go and I think he has to either see where he's going or he has to know where he's been. Like if say for instance, like if I in my place, like if I go out and then I teleport back in because I know where it looks like I know where I've been. You know what I'm saying? Because he was already on that jet.
But he still needs to see it. He still needs to see it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, do these powers make? I'm trying to figure out how these powers work.
No, because in when he rescued Xavier, he didn't know. Like, I understand what you're saying. He didn't know where what it looked like, but he knew what the jet looked like because he was already in the jet. That's why he was able to teleport back in. All he has to do is to think about it and go back in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too nitpicky, I guess.
No, I think that was a good point. I understand your critique on that.
I mean, if you think I'm wrong, I'll take it.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I was trying to explain it from my perspective. I could be wrong for all I know.
Yeah. I mean, and like you said, man, I don't mean to do Magneto like this, but there's so many better villains out there. Are villains that can be up there. You got the Sentinels. You got Mr. Sinister, you got Nimrod, you got Shadow King, you got Arcade, you got the Hellfire Club, which I'm surprised they still haven't used those characters yet. You have Emma Frost.
They did use one of them in First Class.
Yeah. Didn't they use
Kevin Bacon's character is one of the Hellfire Club members.
Yeah, but that's not with these guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's not with these guys. They do that. That's one of the reasons why I like First Class a little bit more, because they just do something different. They don't even when they have the rights to this character, Scarlet Witch, they don't even use her that much. She's originally a mutant. They had the rights to her. She has that iconic line, "No more mutants." They don't even use that character that much.
She's in this movie?
What happened?
She's in this movie?
No,
I'm saying they don't use these type of characters.
Oh, okay.
That's
what I'm saying. Like,
but yeah, X-Men First Class to me is a better film. It's the script, the style, the characters. They ditch the black plaid, that spandex with, like, it's still kind of spandex, but they throw yellow. They throw the yellow and the blue in there to give a more comic accurate feel to it when the X-Men first were introduced. And McAvoy and Fassbender meet the task of playing believable characters, believable younger counterparts to Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. They play the team. The team dynamic is actually a team. They actually have an actual leader, which is Professor X and Magneto. They actually have a leader. And the bonding between the characters is done very well, between Banshee, between not Angel, Zoe Kravitz character. Yeah. Even the younger brother of Cyclops, Havoc, is in that movie. So they just do the team dynamic a little bit better than this X2, because it's just Wolverine and then what everybody else is doing. I give this movie a 7.5.
Oh, okay, I bet you're gonna go a little bit lower. Okay. Okay, good job. Okay, cool. Michael, your final thoughts on this movie?
Dang, I feel like I gotta go a little bit lighthearted after I just heard a very harsh review, very super critical. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it 8.5. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. Um, I'm giving it to some underrated. Like I feel like people don't talk about the Nightcrawler in the at the White House scene enough.
Me too.
I feel
Oh,
like people don't talk about the Magneto getting out of jail scene enough. These are like fucking good ass scenes that I feel like don't get recognition. Um, I like the story. I like the villains. Um, and then like for what it was back then, I'll give it an 8.5. And then from what we also know what the X-Men franchise is going to be, because other than First Class, and when I say this, I'm not including none of the Wolverine movies. When I say this, like all the standalone Wolverines, when I'll say what I'm about to say, I'm not including. So other than First Class, there has not been a good X-Men movie.
Oh wow! Since then, so do you know like Days of Future Past?
Days of Future Past is cool.
I'm gonna say this. I don't remember anything from Days of Future Past. I remember I watched it.
Yeah, we watched it together.
I like Psylocke, and I tell you, I can't remember anything. When I try to look back on it, I can't remember nothing.
You don't even remember that scene with Quicksilver?
Oh, the one where he's doing the I remember that scene, but like that's about it. That's more like a memory of that movie. It's that and Psylocke. I just remember like Olivia Munn was Psylocke in that movie. If I'm correct,
that was Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. See, I'm getting the wrong one.
But Michael has a crush on Olivia Munn. That's why ever since her G4 days.
Oh yeah, I did. I definitely did.
R.I.P.
But
G4.
like that's what I'm saying. Like from that movie, I'm going to say that it's kind of bad. Maybe I have to rewatch it, but like I haven't watched it since then. But like even like I want to say like a couple years down the road, I still wasn't able to remember anything from that movie. I could tell you Spider-Man 2. I could tell you, movies. So that's what I'm saying. Like other than like standalone Wolverine movies, I'm gonna say this was the best, and that's I'll die on that hill right now as I stand. Other than First Class, a couple of gripes in the movie. Rogue sideline.
She sounded like throughout the whole movie series. Like
I feel like Rogue could have been the one that could did way more. I always loved Rogue's character.
Yeah.
Because she's a mutant where it affects her love life, and she can't touch nobody without something hard. I feel like they could have played with that more. She's going out with Bobby in this movie. I feel like we don't even get screen time with them. Cyclops is he low key a little bitch in this movie.
He gets ass whooped too. Quickly.
So it did leave us with like hope for the Phoenix, but we all know how Last Stand turned out. I really didn't like it, the Phoenix, and when she became the Phoenix.
Think about was that your final thoughts?
I want to say like I would like to say the best X-Men movie in my personal opinion.
Okay.
I think it goes for me, X-Men 2, X-Men, and First Class.
What about? Oh, you say you excluding the
I'm excluding the Wolverine. I feel like those are just that's Wolverine.
Okay.
He's not like I don't want to say he's not in the X-Men during that time, but he's not with any of them.
Okay. What's my show notes there? So which all right, so my questions, my end of review questions. What character out of it could be not just this movie, the whole series, what character would you bring back in the MCU and why that character? Red, I'm gonna go with you first.
Actually, I do need to think about this one. Can you come back to me after the
Yeah.
others?
Michael, what about you?
I'm bringing back. Are we including actresses
Yeah,
or
we're
just
calling
the
everybody.
character? Oh, like if I
Actress,
say character,
the actresses, the actors who play those characters too. Yeah, so like, yeah, like you know how Hugh Jackman is coming back, and
Yeah.
you know Patrick
Okay.
Stewart.
That's why I wanted
Yeah,
to. I wanted
yeah.
to see. Whoo. Hugh Jackman is already coming back in Wolverine.
Mhm.
See, they kind of too old now. Cause I would love for Patrick Stewart to come back as Professor X.
He did come back, but you
Yeah,
know,
but
yeah, he did come back.
yeah, he came
Yeah,
back. But you know what I mean, like actual comeback.
yeah.
Um, I mean, Olivia Munn could come back as Psylocke.
Oh man, I ain't trying to see her back. She looked good, but I was like, she didn't do nothing in that movie for me. Like, you gotta do
Exactly.
something.
My good friend Kevin Feige, he'll find for her something to do.
Yeah.
My best friend Kevin Feige.
Before I say mine, Malik, I'm curious to see you.
Damn. There's a lot of. There's a lot, man. I would definitely bring back James Marsden, back as Cyclops. Let him get a proper run as the character of Cyclops.
That's happening.
Yeah, it's not happening. I would say, I remember being fake mean Jacine as Jean Grey. I would bring her back. I think that would be a pretty dynamic. I mean, they brought her back so many times in that Wolverine trilogy.
They did bring her back, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. Kelly Hugh, I thought she was pretty badass
Oh,
as
okay.
Lady Deathstrike. So
Yeah.
I would definitely see her again. But yeah, there's some good actors, and then there's people he didn't really do much. I can't really do much, like Lainey Cador from X-Men Apocalypse, who played Jubilee. Like, I would like to see her
They
play
didn't do
Jubilee again.
anything with that character, and people, and
Yeah,
they were
they
hyping
did
her up
nothing
too.
with her. That's why I wanted to bring her back,
Yeah,
because they didn't do anything with her. Nobody remembers her.
Yeah, they make a character post and everything. I was excited too. I said, "Oh, shoot, we can see Jubilee." Didn't do anything with that character.
Do nothing. But yeah,
They got
those are mine.
I call
I
that a
still want
Captain.
my damn Gambit movie.
I don't want a Gambit movie. I wanted to see Gambit in since we're on that, Gambit is a character. I would like to see Taylor Kitsch back as Gambit.
As Gambit? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will put him instead of what Deadpool's now part of the MCU. I will put him in a Deadpool movie. That's why I wanted him to do
as the introduction.
Not introduction, just him. I don't want to see a Gambit movie. I love Gambit, but now I don't want to see his own movie.
I would have Gambit in a movie if it's with Rogue.
That's what I was about to say.
If it's with Rogue, it would make sense.
Yeah, who are we gonna cast as Rogue though?
I don't know who would cast as Rogue because Anna Paquin.
Alexandra
Daddario.
Yes. She is yes. I would definitely cast her.
I don't know who I would cast. It wouldn't be her though.
Who would you? So if you're not casting old boy to come back as Gambit, who you casting as Gambit?
Who am I casting? I would bring back Taylor Kitsch, but I would have to see. I would have to see. You know, to be honest with you, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I would cast him.
Aaron Taylor Johnson as Gambit. I think they go
who are we bringing back as
what used to be
Professor
Gambit? I mean, you used to be Quicksilver, huh?
Yeah, he's be quick. Oh yeah, he can't be. Well, yeah, these multiverses confusing.
And you about to be Craven.
Yeah, rated R Craven. Man, I don't trust Sony. I don't trust Sony with this their cinematic.
You know, hey, Venom was good. I'll let Morbius pass. Not everything can be gold.
Man, I have to see Morbius. I did not like neither of those Venom movies. Let them be carnage. Spider-Man 3 is better than Venom movie.
What? I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I had fun. With Let There Be Carnage. When I watched that movie, I had fun with the movie. It was fun. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. I don't know who I would.
But who are we gonna? Oh, sorry, not to start fan casting, but I really don't know what we're gonna do about Professor X. Because it's either you're going to cast Patrick Stewart or who are you going to cast?
Mark Strong.
They could do Mark Strong. Yeah, I would. Yeah, Mark Strong.
Mark Strong from Kingsman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Merlin. Everybody wanted him to be everybody wanted him to be Lex Luthor for the longest, but we got Jesse Eisenberg.
Because he would be a dope. It's like William Dafoe as the Joker. It's kind of too perfect not to do.
That they haven't done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god! Don't get me started on Jesse Eisenberg's Luthor. That wasn't Luthor, bro. That was a crazy man.
Oh my god!
Wait, Jesse, are we talking about the 2.5 Men, dude?
No, we're talking about Jesse Eisenberg.
The Batman versus Superman, Lex Luthor.
That wasn't Lex. That was just.
That was not. He was just twitching the whole time, trying to bribe people with Jolly Ranchers.
You know what?
Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne was the best part of that movie.
Wrong. You gotta get the casting director on the phone right now. That was not his fault.
Lawrence Fishburne was the best part of that movie, and he was just talking shit to fucking Lois and Clark the whole damn movie.
So, damn, I don't agree with this list. I'm looking at fan cast to just give me an idea. Somebody said
pitch him.
So, okay, I'm gonna list some, not all of them. Bryce Dallas Howard as Rogue. Hell, no, I don't like that. Daisy Ridley, Bryce Dallas Howard from Jurassic Park movies.
Oh no.
Yeah, nah, she's a little bit too. I will cast.
You know what? She wouldn't be a bad Jean Grey though.
She would. I don't know. Bryce Dallas. She's a better director than she is an actress. She's directed some episodes of The Mandalorian. She did good. Those were some of the best episodes. Daisy Ridley.
Oh, I still haven't even watched the new season. I heard that's slow.
Daisy Ridley as Kitty Pryde or something like that.
This is the Rogue fan casting. I'm looking at the Rogue.
Okay, Rogue fan casting.
Yeah, I don't know about Daisy Ridley. I'm very picky about my fan casting to let everybody know.
I would cast Natalie Dyer from Stranger Things as Kitty Pryde.
Okay, I see her as a Rogue cast. Okay, that's a good choice. I'd rather have her as Kitty Pryde than Rogue. And let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Rogue is my favorite female superhero, and I like Rogue a lot better than Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
I like Rogue
mean,
more than Wonder Woman. That might be a hot topic.
I'm waiting for that scene where Rogue takes Captain Marvel powers. That's the scene I'm waiting for.
Yes.
We can get Carol Danvers out of there.
There was a rumor for a while that Rogue was going to be one of the bad guys in Captain Marvel.
Remember when Keke Palmer was going to be Rogue?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she did that.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either. People be mad, but
the world be set on fire.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad.
Daisy Edgar Jones. I haven't seen her anything. I've been hearing about her. Samara Weaving, your girl, from Ready or Not, that actress, and Alexandra Daddario, your girl's on there. So a lot of people vote her.
Ariel Winter as Rogue. Oh man, they got her fucked up. Oh hell no.
Nah. Yeah, I'm very pick. They probably the MCU's gonna pick an unknown actor.
Yeah, they probably do unknown.
But
that's what I would do with all the X-Men characters. Just do all unknown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would do all unknown.
I feel like it's gonna be weird to not have Patrick Stewart as Xavier. He's like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. We're gonna have to get adjusted to it.
Yeah, for my last things, I would cast everybody as unknown, including Wolverine. Maybe cast one guy as we know as Wolverine.
As Wolverine, I would do like Taron Egerton.
Well, I don't know, because are they gonna put Deadpool with X-Men, or is he still gonna do his own stuff with X-Force?
I'm not sure what that
because if they still do Deadpool, which I'm assuming they're going to keep Ryan Reynolds for a minute, then you don't need a new name for Wolverine.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about that. I don't know. Cause like
that's just me.
Like I said, I would cast like the first unknown actors: Wolverine, Professor Xavier, and Magneto. Those are the three for known, but everybody else could be unknown. Everybody else, I feel like that would be cool. But closing out the podcast. Yes, I really enjoyed this review. There'll be plenty more. I'm not sure we're gonna do next week. Because there's nothing major coming out. We're gonna
are we gonna do the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, we're gonna do Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'll talk about for next Thursday and Sunday. I don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do something. I'm gonna watch Guardians after we end this podcast, or I'm gonna wait till tomorrow night to see it.
Man,
Yeah,
y'all
I'm gonna
lucky.
try to
It's
go
1
tomorrow.
o'clock over here, man.
But yeah.
Damn,
So
really?
Yeah,
wait, what'd you say?
it's 1 o'clock over here.
Oh yeah, let me be courteous. So yes, so please, yes, you can follow us. Please like and subscribe us on YouTube. Please, yes. Thank you. We uploaded Holes, our review of Holes, Holes, because people keep thinking Holes. Like y'all talking about Holes? No, we're not talking. Yes, and you can follow us at down to number 2 Hangout FM on Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok and Instagram also too. So yes, and you can follow me at the Tales of Fable on both Instagram and Twitter. Michael, what can people follow you at?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram on as a not hashtag Instagram Greatness Lives On. My Twitter, one and only underscore MJ. I mean, I'll get to my YouTube stuff later. I'm still trying to work that out on my little gaming channel on the side. I'll start plugging it when I start, doing videos and stuff. But I guess you can come to my Twitch. Is that one's Cosmic Rose Killer. Yeah, that's all I have to say. That's where you can come look me up at.
You can also, speaking of Twitch, I gotta have like a thing right here so I can read it off. At D2H Gaming, you'll see one of us play some games. You see maybe we play some Smash Bros and see Michael play as a Wii Fit trainer.
I am a little Mac main, sir. You are gonna get demolished when we go.
We'll see.
And then fight me in Tekken.
You probably beat me in Tekken. I never played a Tekken game. Malik, where can people find you at?
Malik.Reynolds90 on the IG and down D2H Gaming. This Saturday. I don't know what time it's gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna do it at 9. I don't know if I'm gonna do it a little bit later because I know it's earlier than what y'all used to. But I don't know if I'm gonna do I'm probably gonna do it a little bit later, around maybe like 7. I will be playing Jedi Survivor. I'm downloading it right now.
You're in for a treat, bro. That's a good game.
Man, I heard it's really good, man. So yeah, man, I'm going to
just make sure you put it on performance mode in the settings.
Okay. And then we can talk about the Dune, because obviously Star Wars was inspired by Dune. We can talk about the Dune 2 trailer. We can talk about stuff down there.
Yeah. Red, you want me to shout you out, or you want me to just pass you by?
I'll do it. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the review for X2. You don't really have to follow me anywhere, but you might catch me on D2H Gaming every now and then, and you'll probably catch me on this show as well. Link tree in the description, and leave us a comment with any suggestions or any ideas you guys want to see for the show.
Oh yes, yeah, I could definitely. I had a setup for like me reading off the. You can also email us any questions, comments, suggestions, even give us ideas, because sometimes I may think of trying to something. I'm like, oh man, I don't know what to talk about this week. But you could email us at down to hangout fm@gmail.com. So yes, like I said, down to hangoutfm@gmail.com. Like I said, give us comments, just critique us, say how we're doing, give us some ideas and everything else. So yes, thank you everybody for tuning in, and appreciate all you. And remember everybody, hugs not drugs, and stay frosty.